Hello everybody, it's Monday evening. I just got back from work. By the way, those who wished my wife and I a happy anniversary, thank you very much. We did have a great anniversary, spent the entire weekend together. A few months ago I created a video and it was my argument against minimum wage. And I got a lot of hate responses in that video. I'm going to recap what I mentioned in that video, and then I'm going to mention a I told you so moment. So in that video, I had an argument against raising the minimum wage. And my argument was this. First of all, increase of minimum wage does not mean an increase of purchasing power. Meaning, if you make $10 an hour, and after your paycheck, you're able to buy, let's say, 10 items from the grocery store with that $10 an hour. Then you get a raise to $15 an hour, and I'm just making numbers up, and you're still able to purchase only 10 items. Did you really get a raise? No, you didn't. Your check shows that you're making more money, but your purchasing power, which is more important than the number signs on your check, didn't go up. So I mentioned purchasing power in that video does not go up for the people who get a minimum wage increase. And if it is, it's so minimal, it's not worth it. There's actually more harm than the positives. So that was one argument. I had about 3 arguments. My second argument is that it actually hurts the people who make above minimum wage. Let's say you make $15 an hour and you're able to buy 15 items after your paycheck, after you receive your paycheck. And let's say they just raised minimum wage from $10 an hour, we'll just make up a number. $12 an hour. Okay? So you make 15 now, minimum wage was just increased from 10 to 12. You're able to go out and buy 15 items. But those stores that are now paying the higher increase of minimum wage, what does they do? They increase the products that they sell. You go in and buy those products, you can't buy as much. You can no longer buy 15 units. Your purchasing power has declined, while the minimum wage people just maintain the same purchasing power. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you go in the stores the next day, let's say you make $20 an hour, and you're able to buy 20 units of whatever it is, and you go into the store and the minimum wage was just increased, and they increased their products that they sold, you're not able to purchase as much. It hurts the so the second thing, it hurts the person who makes above minimum wage. My third argument was this. As a former business owner, if minimum wage is $10 an hour, I'm just throwing these numbers out there. So let's just say I hire $10 an hour, no experience. And let's say at $12.50, I hire my experienced workers. 10 and $12.50. 10 no experience, $12.50 with experience. My argue was this. If we raise the minimum wage to $12 an hour, as a business owner, I'm going to say to myself, well, 50 more cents, I can have experienced workers. Why would I hire the non-experienced worker for $12 an hour? You see what I'm saying? So therefore, it actually hurts, again, the people who just got a minimum wage increase. Because most business owners will then just pay the little bit extra to get the experienced worker. So there's my 3 arguments against it. And then I made a couple of arguments how businesses will circumvent or absorb the extra expense of a minimum wage increase. And one of them was to lay off workers. The second was to cut hours. The third was maybe to move out of state or out of country, The fourth is maybe a combination of all of them. The fifth, obviously, is to increase the prices of the products they sell. I can go on and on and on. So here is that I told you so moment. Seattle, one of the most liberal places in the country, is coming out with their numbers after their initial minimum wage increase. And I wish I can read it because I'm recording from the tablet and I would need to utilize that to actually read verbatim from the article. But you could probably get on Fox News and read it for yourself. They're complaining that the minimum wage increase has actually hurt the minimum wage worker. Most businesses have cut their hours for minimum wage workers now. Yet the video I made, what was it, 4 or 5 months ago? All that hate. You don't know what you're talking about. The businesses would never do that. That's not how businesses work. And then you go to their website, their YouTube site, they have 0 videos. Or, you know, and they've liked a bunch of PlayStation 3 videos and then rapper videos. That's the kind of people who leave me comments. You know, the minimum wage folks who can't see past their freaking eyebrows. Anyway, so there's my I told you so moment. Minimum wage actually does no good. You cannot make an employer pay any additional cost. You really can't. All shit rolls downhill to the consumer. Anybody who's taken Business 101, macroeconomics, will learn that. All cost to a business roll downhill to the consumer. Meaning if there's a cost of doing business, and that includes an increase of taxes, and it includes an increase of rent they have to pay, electricity they might have to pay, a minimum wage increase they might have to pay. That all gets put into the products that they sell and the services that they sell. It rolls downhill to the consumer. So at the end of the day, you, the consumer, are paying for their minimum wage increase, not the business. Anyway, you folks have a great day. I appreciate all the new subs. I really do. It really hits me here because I don't think I'm worthy of half the subbers I've got. Subbers. I call you guys subbers, but you know what I mean. Anyway, you folks take care. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it.